There is a culture, an idea that we are born with the potential to behold through our connection to the infinite source. Our roots would always be greater than the one, capable of thinking and moving as one. The foundation is Christianity, which would be idea that there is something bigger than us.
Got it.
Means father, mother, never means daddy, mama. Community means mother, father. Sister means brother, sister. All hybrid words journey together, masculine and feminine principles.
It's a culture.
And not just a way of life.
Oh, la 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 la, la la la. It's giving bump on my chin. Giving pimple. And not just a way of life. Okay, so I don't plan on being on this live long. Because for one reason, with this mic on, can y'all hear me? Let me know if you could hear me in the comments. Let me know if you could hear me in the comments. I feel like I need to prop something under this part right here. And maybe if I prop something, can you hear me? I mean, it's a big old pimple. Oh, can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Through it all, we rise, we fall together through it all. We rise, we fall together through it. They try to label us and lock us in, diminishing our connection over different.
Can you hear me?
From beginning to end. Force assimilation, been trying to blend, but in the capitalist society, it's more enemies than friends. Spiritually impoverished, how the people gon' win? Overseer in the pulpit, pointing out sin. The sleep getting herded like sheep while the rich wallow in pig pits. Stacking poor people like casino chips, collecting them dividends. But the game ain't over. Third eye open, standing here sober on the four-leaf clover, ready to nova. I got bars, but I ain't over. Neither am I chilling on the sofa.
Letting life pass me by. I'm putting myself out there, co-creating a vibe. Growing the tribe, ready to be free of the hive. The ones that don't value our lives, even when we submit to the lies. If we want real democracy, we gotta cut the ties. Cut the ties. Oh. We gotta cut the ties.
Before this is hoax demise.
They try to label us and lock us in, diminishing our connection over difference of skin. They try to label us and lock us in. We rise, we fall together through it all. We rise, we fall together through it. Join me in the circle. Together in the circle. Walk with me in this circle, circle of life, circle of life.
Infinitely,
In this circle,
you with me.
in this circle. Thank you, Erin. In this circle, circle of life, circle of life.
Love me
In this circle,
and you're free.
in this circle, circle of life, circle of life. So tonight, I didn't come on the live to be on here alone. I came on the live because I wanted to pray for the trans community on this day of visibility. I want to pray for my loved ones. I want to pray for people who I find it difficult to love. I want to pray for those who have come into my life to challenge me, those who have come into my life to keep me grounded, those who have given me reasons to wake up when I didn't feel like waking up, and those who have helped me to remember, you know, who and whose I am, and in this trans community, it's difficult at times, it's difficult a lot of times, there's always things that you want to speak on or critique. And, I've seen some things that's happened, in the past couple of days that I've wanted to speak on. And out of respect for the trans day of visibility, I'm going to go ahead and keep my opinions to myself. But I realize that with so much of us doing things for show, doing things for the camera, it's important to pray over those of us who just trying to survive, those of us who just trying to make ends meet. And so when I'm praying this prayer tonight, I'm praying this prayer not just for Black and indigenous trans people. I'm praying this prayer for whole ones, for two-spirited beings, for queer beings all over the country, all over the world. I'm praying this prayer for my trans sister that is working at Dollar General, don't really have time to get out and do work in the community. I'm praying this prayer for my sister who working at McDonald's, for my sister who working at Wendy's, for my sister who working at Walmart, for my sister who working at Dollar General, for my sister who working at Family Dollar, for my sister who working at Sonic, for my sister who working at Popeyes, for my sister who working at Rallies, Checkers, Chipotle, for my sisters who ain't working, for my sisters who on HASA, for my sisters who riding the train, for my brothers who riding the train, for my siblings who are getting it out the mud every day, for my sisters and my siblings who have to be out there in them streets and they have to be in unsafe spaces in order to make ends meet. I was talking on the phone with my daughter Milan, and we was on the phone for a few hours. And I was thinking about, and I might get a little emotional while I'm sharing this. I was thinking about how When I was 20, 21, 18, 19, got my first job when I was 17 years old. I was 17 years old, turning 17. I was working at the Royal Sonesta, Chateau Sonesta in New Orleans. First got my first job. Didn't even have state ID yet. I was excited. I was so happy to work. I was happy to work. My grandmother worked, and I wanted to be like my grandmother. My grandmother worked hard, and I was excited to work. I wasn't lazy. I was happy to have the opportunity. I was working at a nice hotel, and I would never forget how they treated me on that job. This is my first job. And I was so excited to have a job. I was so happy to have the opportunity to work for minimum wage because I really believed that, I believed in honest work. I believe in having a job. I believed in getting, pulling yourself up by your own bootstrap. I believed in that. I believed in the economy and working. I was a child that was excited about the opportunity to contribute to society through working. Hey, 100% pure love. And and I got that job, got my first job, and I worked that job for about I think I was there a good 2 weeks. So me and the supervisor had the same name, Antoine, and because me and the supervisor had the same name, the staff made fun, his employees, his crew, people who work for him, he was their boss. They made fun of him. I was all black. It was all black. All of us in the kitchen were black. It was all males. I had already started my transition, but let's not dress it up. I was hired as a male. The whole crew was male. The whole crew was black. The whole crew was male. I had already started my transition. My hair was in a bob. It was plumb. I wore female clothes. I wore girl clothes, but I had not changed anything legally, so I was still referred to as he. I was still called by my name that I was given at birth, and I was okay with that because I knew who I was. I was always more feminine than masculine, and so I know how the world saw me when I was not in certain spaces. I was not treated like a man. Like I was never treated like that. I was always treated beautifully outside of settings where I had to work with certain people. But like when I made my own energy, and for the most part, when I went in environments and went in spaces that accepted me and celebrated me, I felt welcomed. I felt safe. So, but when I had to be around certain people, especially when it comes to the how men, how our black brothers were bred to be, you know just not like us, just to be at odds with us, even though all of them was trying to have us in the shadows. It just seemed like it was constant friction between us publicly, like they had to put on airs like they couldn't stand us, and like they hated us, and like they didn't like us. And so anyway, his crew was disrespecting him, and they were making fun of him because me and him had the same name. And even though my name is spelled different, my mama didn't spell my name like everybody else. Antoine was spelled. My name originally was spelled Antwynye. And then when I was in school, it was spelled Antwuyne. Then it was spelled Antwoyne, but it was never spelled Antwoyne. Loin. So like my name was never spelled like that. My name was always spelled different, and my middle name was Lorray. So I always felt special about my name because it was pronounced Antoine, but it was not spelled like the French people spelled Antoine. My name was spelled different than every other Antoine that I've ever seen. Like I've never seen anybody with their name spelled like mine. And my biological father was the one who gave me my name. So I've never been ashamed of my name. I was ashamed of it when I was being called that because that was clocky. It used to clock me. But when I got old enough to appreciate my name, by then I had already had it legally changed. But I was able to appreciate it. That's why I've never been ashamed of it. That's why I tell stories about it. That's why I don't hide it, because my daddy said that's the only thing he ever gave me, and he was very proud of that name. And so I love my name. I love Antoine Lorray. And at one time I was like, I would like to do something with that because I love that Antoine Lorray. Like there is when you say it together, it sounds kind of fishy. Antoine Lorray. Oh, what is your name? My name is Antoine Lorray. Darling. Darling, my name is Antoine Lorray, darling. Oh, darling. Darlings, my name is Antoine Lorray. Girl, let me feel my moment, girl. Right, 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 right. So, anyway, I want to talk about so I'm on the job and they're making fun of him because we have the same name. And I go to file charges on him in human rights because he's working me harder than everybody else. Like he literally work he literally working me harder. Look at 100% pure love in the comment section. And I love Lorraine Antoinette. I love that. But he literally working me harder than everybody else in the comment section. Look, because I'm talking about that. Look what I did. But he literally working me harder than everybody else. So I went to go and report him to human resources. When I went to go and report him to human resources, they were going to fire him. It was nothing but white women in human resources. And when I came in there with my black trans ass and they knew that I came to work on time, I worked hard. They did not want to lose me as an employee. Those white women were ready to fire him. But let me tell you the number that society had done on me, and I was only 17 years old. This was in the 90s. I believed that he had more right to that job than me because he had a family, he had babies, he had mouths to feed, he had children. So I believed that he needed the job more than me. I will never forget this. I quit because I did not want him to get fired. And I used to do this shit all the time. I used to martyr myself for black men all the time when I was younger. Like, I had three gay men chased me around the French quarters because they was jealous because I was breaking it up in the dress and I effortlessly looked like a girl. This is not me bragging. This is what it is. And they could not take it. They was some feminine gay men and they was upset because I was walking through breaking it up effortlessly. Didn't even pay for the gown that I had on because somebody had bought it for me, got it for me because they loved me. People was out, people that, and to this day, that's still my energy. people love giving me gifts and doing things for me and just doing nice things for me because of my energy, because of how I am. And I was wearing this beautiful golden silk gown, and I was walking down the street, and the Butch Queens was heated, and they chased me around the French Quarters, and they was throwing knives at they. One of them threw a knife at me. One of them tried to grab me by my backpack. They wanted to beat me, and so I maced them and ran. A whole gang of white tourists witnessed it, and the tourists it was such a distraction because when they ran through, they was bumping, knocking white people out of the way. So when the police arrived, it did nothing but help my case because now the white people are saying they were trying to rob her. The white people is saying they was trying to rob her. So now it's three big black men, and I'm tiny at the time, probably weigh like 130 pounds. And I'm looking like right pronouns and everything. They trying to rob her, they trying to harm her, and baby, all of them went to jail. And I could have sent all of them to jail for 5 to 10 years. All I had to do was say that they were robbing me. But I knew they weren't trying to rob me. I knew they just wanted to beat me up. Because if they wanted to rob me, they could have already had robbed me because I stopped and talked to them in the streets. And they were being messy. They was so I had put some sandals on because my heels was hurting. So I was walking in some slides. And they was like, slides don't go with that dress. Why the fuck you got on slides? Why the fuck you got on slides with that dress? You should have a heel on with that dress. And I was like, I do got heels. The heels in my bag, I just don't feel like wearing them. So they just wanted to beat me up. They just didn't like me because I was breaking it the fuck up. And they didn't know me. So they just wanted to so when I saw that they was getting ready to try to attack me, I sprayed them bitches in their face and took off running. And like I said, they all went to jail. They all went to jail. And when it was time for them to go to jail, it was white. It was again, just like in the human resource office with the black man who I could have got fired. It was a bunch of white women and they was ready to fire him. And I could not let them white people fire him. So I quit and started doing sex work. That was my introduction to sex work because sex work was, it wasn't that I couldn't get a job, it wasn't that I couldn't get work. It was that in the streets, at least if I was going to be disrespected, I could defend myself on my terms. And unfortunately in the streets, that's where I heard the she's, that's where I heard the ma'ams, that's where I heard, me being called by the name I wanted to be called by. And so I started doing sex work because that was a place where I could be called what I wanted to be called, where I could be spoke to for the most part like I wanted to be spoke to when the tricks wasn't being disrespectful. But for the most part, I could have the right pronouns. I could be spoke to in the way that I wanted to be spoken to. And so it wasn't that I couldn't get work. It was that all of the daytime opportunities I was getting, they were disrespecting me. And like I said, when it comes back to the black boys, running me through the quarter, it was a white attorney. He was ready to throw the book at them. He said, all I have to do is say that they tried to rob me and they was going to send them to jail for 5 to 10 years. The mama talked to me right before the court case started and she said, please, this is my only son. Please don't send him to prison. And please don't send him to prison for that long. And I could not do it. I could not look his mama in the face and then send him to jail. A lot of people say I'm soft for that. A lot of people say I was a duck for that. A lot of people say they would have sent him. It just wasn't in my heart to do it. It just wasn't in my character. But now I done became a little bit more bitter. And if somebody played with me like that now, I probably would send their ass and feel nothing. But I was a very bright light back then. My heart was so big. I was so pure hearted. I had so much love in my heart for black people. I had so much love in my heart for the American dream. I had so much love in my heart for what we could become, what we could do. I wanted to be successful. I wanted to be famous. I wanted all of these things before my awakening fully came in around my 40s, and I went through like the midlife crisis, and I really kind of like had that awakening moment. But I said all that to say this. This is why I want to pray, because tonight, um where we are in society, we're about to go back to a lot of the way it was. Work environments um can likely become unsafe for trans people again now, thanks to the climate that Donald Trump is encouraging. And so through Donald Trump encouraging a negative work environment for trans people, a lot of trans people are not going to want to work in the workforce in the day, in the normal workforce anymore. And because they're not going to feel comfortable working in the normal workforce, just like me back in the 90s, I reverted to sex work. And so the generation that's coming up, either they're going to assimilate, either they're not going to be trans and they're going to be gay men, or they're going to try to hide and do sex work until they become passable enough to where they still calling you he on the job, they still disrespecting you on the job, but maybe some of the customers are calling you she. Maybe you getting she by the customers and he by the employees who know what your state ID said. Like I went through that. The customers called me she, the customers saw it for me, but because the people who worked there knew what was on my ID and stuff, they called me he, and sometimes they call me by my boy name. And so maybe you'll get a mixture of environment, but everybody's not going to be able to deal with it. Everybody's not going to be able to put up with it. So a lot of girls, a lot of trans people are going to quit working 9 to 5s, are going to quit working um jobs with pensions and salaries and jobs where you clock in at. They're going to quit doing that because the work environment is going to become unsafe for them because of Donald Trump. And so, because all of this is about to happen to the community, I feel like it's important to pray. I feel like it's important, and oftentimes we are highlighting and centering and acknowledging trans people who are known in the ballroom scene, trans people who are known in the pageantry scene, trans people and non-binary people who are known in politics and who are known in celebrity. We are not acknowledging these trans people who are just trying to make ends meet, these non-binary people, these queer people who are just trying to make ends meet, these queer people, these non-binary people who are just trying to figure things out, these queer people, these non-binary people, these deeply melanated people, these indigenated people who are just trying to contribute to society, who are just trying to work and make ends meet, these queer people who are just trying to figure themselves out on their journey, and they're trying to make a living, make an honest living, make an honest wage, trying to do something with their life. And so we want to just We want to just cover them right now. Ancestors, some of us don't deserve your covering. Sometimes I don't deserve it. But please cover our babies. These youth with that light in their heart, like the light that I had in my heart when I worked my first job, when I was trying to figure things out, when I had a heart to forgive, when I had a heart to walk away in times where I could have punished people, where I could have used the white men as instruments to punish others, but I chose to carry the burden myself. It's so many trans people like that. It's so many queer people like this. It's so many non-binary people like this. And the world is making us hard. The world is turning our hearts into concrete. The world is changing us into the monsters, and we're becoming the monsters in order to survive. Our beauty, our inner beauty, our light is being turned into darkness, and they're doing it purposely. It reminds me of the movie of the Golden Child, when the demons was trying to get the golden child to eat that food so that they could turn the golden child evil and use the power for evil. That is what they're doing to the trans community. This is what they're doing to my sisters and my brothers and my siblings. They're trying to poison our hearts so that we can't be the light that helps to liberate others, so that we can't be the balance between the light and the dark. They want us to cross over so that we can contribute to the lopsidedness of this matrix. But I pray a covering over the offspring. I pray a covering over us. I pray a covering over the purple ones and the whole ones. I pray a covering over them. I pray they not forget who they are. I pray they not lose themselves. I pray whatever obstacle comes their way, that you somehow send hope, that you somehow send a message, that you somehow send protection, you somehow send peace, you somehow send joy, you somehow help them to bounce back and to be resilient and to never forget who they are in whatever times they face during this administration. Babies, please, children, sisters, brothers, siblings, do not forget who you are. Don't let them take that from you, because that's when they really won. When they take your light from you completely, when they snatch your soul and you don't give a fuck about nothing, that's when they won. That's when they won. That's when they won. And we cannot lose ourselves. And so I just pray that joy finds you, that real love find you, that loyalty find you. And when these things find you, protection, prosperity, I pray that like a cat you land on your feet. And when these things happen for you, you don't forget. Don't just pay it forward. Remember those who held you up. Give back to those who held you up. A lot of times when we think about paying it forward, we think, oh, I'm trying to get in on this in crowd. I want to be accepted by these upper echelon people. I want to be accepted by these people who got more. So I'm going to sow all of my money over here with the people who I already got. I'm going to keep on pouring into this system that's already oppressing me. No, no, no. You could secure your future, but don't forget about your past. That is where our ancestors have messed up, and that's where our ancestors have erred. They were so focused on the future, they went to looking down their nose at where they came from. They began to be ashamed of their elders and the ones who came before them, and that's why they didn't want to look back. They was ashamed, but don't you ever be ashamed. I think a lot of times we get confused with that looking back thing because, when they was leaving out that city in Sodom and Gomorrah, the wife turned into a pillar of salt, but she was looking back for all the wrong reasons. She was looking back for all the wrong reasons. She was looking back because there was lust in the city, and she was caught up in that lust. She wasn't looking back at the moments that had helped her become who she was, and the people who had loved on her and cared for her and helped her to get to where she was. She wasn't looking back with that. She was looking back on all of the carnal, fleshy moments, and that was why she turned in the south. It wasn't because like we should never take away that we shouldn't look back. We should never take back that we shouldn't go back for people who we know are legit trying to work on themselves. Now it's true, everybody can't go with you. Everybody not ready. You can't save everybody. Everybody don't want to be saved. It's not your job to save. It's your job to save yourself. And then if you do that, maybe you could open a door for somebody else or open a window. But go back. Don't just pay it forward. Go back. Give back. Don't just focus on what's in front of you. Remember, if it wasn't for what came before you, this is why when we burn those candles, I always say thank you to the ancestors who have come, the ancestors who are here, and the ancestors who will come. Because we have to honor the ones who've come before us, the ones who are here now putting in this work, and the ones who getting ready to do this work. Amen, a woman? I just feel, and I wanted to pray that prayer, and this whole conversation, this whole live is a prayer. This whole live is a prayer. This whole live, we're in prayer. We're in communication. We're talking to each other, and we talking with the ancestors. And so this whole live is the prayer. Even though I'm breaking in and out of prayer, I'm coming in and out because I just went in. I'm coming out again because I want to, read some of the comments. But this whole live is a prayer. It's a communal prayer, and so at any time, any of our siblings, you can come on and add to this prayer by leaving comments in the comment section, um, leaving comments in the chat. I want to read some of what's been said in the chat. Oh, y'all been writing. Okay, I'm gonna go past them. Thank you, Anandia. That's crazy how the count tried to use you to make it worse. The court tried to use you to make it worse. I don't know if prison is the answer for rehabilitation. It's not. It's not. Um we need healing spaces. We don't need prison, but they want labor. That's all they want. Like prison is just an excuse to get free labor. They don't want rehabilitation. They want you to mess up so that they can get free labor out of you. Prison is necessary for free labor. It's gonna always exist because it's a way to get free labor. They don't want healed people. They, if they did, if prisons and pharmaceutical companies are the proof that they don't want healed people because they ain't trying to come up with cures. They're trying to maintain it, and they ain't trying to rehabilitate. They're just trying to incarcerate, and they're going to get free labor in the process. Society is regressing. This is so true, 100% pure love. They starting heavy setbacks in Texas and Florida. It's like they rocking the constructs and shaking the tables for the girls and testing everyone on what decision the girls gonna make on their transition. I lost my job months ago and haven't been able to find anything. I'm trying to keep my head up, but it's draining. Oh, sister. Something's gonna work out for you, Pooh. There's many doors available to you always, pure love. So, but you staying there because you supposed to be getting scooped out there, huh, sister? That's why you ain't left yet. Do you already have that in the works? Where we don't belong, we're being rerouted to somewhere better. Okay, miracles are always with us. Come on now, Anandia. Hey, shining nine indigo. We can't let this punky arky break us. We can't give up on us and the babies. That's right. Ashe on 100% pure love. Please, God, Goddess, protect these babies' hearts and cover them under your protection, God, Goddess, angels, divine ancestors. Ashe, the Sankofa principle. You can't move forward without looking back. All right now. Okay, I'm on. That's Pit today. That's a Pit message. Don't lose who you are, no matter what storms and darkness comes to try to stop and ruin us. We are indestructible. We are titanium. We are invincible. I share. You better be in the comment section praying too, Anandia. You better speak it. Unconditional love is what saves us. You better say that. Save yourself and inspire and help the ones that want to do the same and won't change. Amen. A woman. Yes, candles and hearts. Who child? I'm glad I caught this live. I've been in my feelings and trying to sleep away the pain, free labor, and profiteering off people's pain and trauma. Miracles for you, Pooh. You gonna get through it. Ashe, amen, a woman. Yes, and the depth of incarceration, correcting, correcting inmates, having them away from hurting other people. by living in confined cages. I think it makes them worser criminals. I think it makes them worse. Um, putting them in a criminal environment. I'm purging. Yumi. Hey, Yumi. I have something in the works. I hope you're doing all right. I'm here for my mama and my surgery to finish my transition. Okay. What state you in? 100% pure love. I'm coming in, so I don't know how you doing. Yeah. I can't complain. I've been worse, and I've also been better. I always want free. They always want free labor, but don't want to give nothing free to nobody. With their depth of corrections, we have infinite access to wealth, abundance, prosperity. You gotta be on a frequency and inner knowing that you always deserve, period. Okay, Maryland. Okay. Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore. We gotta carve out unique paths that's less traveled. Okay, be more. Let me find out you got that accent 100% pure love. Let me find out you got that accent. I love the way, I can't do it right now. But I used to be marking, like, I ain't never been to Baltimore, like, but I done heard people, like, just the best be talking. Like, I be trying to, I love old Baltimore accent. We always gotta be grateful. Baltimore, home of the crab. TSB more. Okay, be more. Be more. Be more. Yes, honey. But I wanted to come on here and just, I wanted to pray, and I want to pray a little bit more. Um, I want to pray a little bit more before I close out, because I feel like during this time, we gotta be, we gotta be speaking life to each other. We gotta be encouraging each other. We gotta be speaking, you know, um, we gotta be speaking. We gotta be speaking over each other right now, baby. We gotta be doing counter spells right now. This is counter spell season, honey. We got to be with them counter spells, baby. We can't be letting them just put their stuff all over us and not doing nothing to reverse it. Just letting it happen, honey. We got to be changing that, honey. We got to be changing that energy, honey. We got to be changing that energy. Wait a minute. We gonna do. We gonna play that together in the circle again. We rise, we fall together. Through it all, we rise, we fall together. Through it all, we rise, we fall together. Through it all.
difference of skin, but the game been rigged from beginning to end. Forced assimilation, been trying to blend, but in the capitalist society, it's more enemies than friends.
Spiritually impossible, how the people gonna win? Overseer in the pulpit, pointing out sin. Sleep getting hurted like sheep while the rich wallow with pig pens. Stacking poor people like casino chips. Collecting them dividends, but the game ain't over. Third eye open, standing here sober on a four-leaf clover, ready to Nova. I got bars, but I ain't hover. Neither am I sitting on the sofa, letting life pass me by. I put myself out there, co-creating a vibe, growing the tribe, ready to be free of the high. The ones that don't value our lives, even when we submit to the lies. If we want real democracy, we gotta cut the ties. Cut the ties. Oh, hey, we gotta cut the ties before this is hope's demise. They try to label us and lock us in, diminishing our connection over difference of skin. They try to label us and diminishing our connection over difference of skin, but we rise, we fall together through it all. We rise, we fall together through it. Join me in the circle. Together in the circle. Walk with me in this circle. Circle of life, circle of life. Infinitely in this circle. With me in this circle. Let's just be in this circle. Circle of life. Whoa. Me in this circle. This be in this circle. We are free in this circle. Thank you, God, got it. Thank you, God, got it. Oh yes, oh yes. Okay, I got one more. I got one more song, and then I'm gonna pray some more. I got one more song. I know I'll never really be playing this one on live. These is my own little personal worship songs. Now that one, the original one is on YouTube, but like literally, like these would be my little worship songs that I be making. That be helping me get through like my little times. I need to try to find God Kanima for this because I'm gonna do that one. Probably do that one next month. But let me music. Yeah, this one right here because I did the other one last time. I'm gonna do Get Up.
Get up, yeah, it's time.
Get up, get up, yeah, get up.
Feet start knocking, head start rocking.
It's about it. I
Could sit still, but
will
feet start knocking,
I.
head start rocking. It's about it. Could sit still, but could sit still, but
I gotta get up. Yeah, gotta get up. I gotta get up. Yeah, I gotta get up.
every dark cloud
Have a silver lining. Yeah, that's me. I'ma keep the
shining.
kick the door open. Hiding, barely surviving. It's time to start thriving. Racial blessings. I'm breaking the curse. Inheriting my value. Yes, I know my own worth. The first shall be last, the last shall be first. But if you fall in the middle, it's your season of work. I am the house, and the house is my church. My body is my temple. Bring your praise. I cut like the word. Yeah, I go both ways. I give love freely, but for my work is top pay. Never feel what's less because my gifts will make a way. I gotta get up. Yeah.
I gotta get up. I gotta get up. Yeah.
I gotta get up. You know your worth. I know my worth. Let's break this curse. Let's break this curse. You know your worth. I know my worth. Let's break this curse. Let go of that hurt.
Let's break this curse.
Let's break this curse. Let's break this curse. Let's break this curse.
Been down.
Too long, gotta get up.
I said I've
Been down too long, gotta get up. Been walking too long in these worn out shoes. It's time to upgrade. I done paid my dues. Whether it's red bottoms or country cocks, it really doesn't matter. Just put me on the top. I gotta get up. Yeah.
I gotta get up.
I gotta get up. Yeah. I gotta get up. For me, work for me, war for me. Now walk for me, work for me, war for me. Walk for me, work for me, war for me. Walk for me, work for me, war for me. Walk for me, work for me, war for me. Walk for me, work for me, war for me. It's about got to walk no child. 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 Now walk for me, work for me, war for me. Walk for me, work for me, war for me.
Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Father. You made me whole.
Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Father. You heal my soul. You heal me.
Walk for me. Walk for me. Move for me. We are infinity.
Yes.
We are all infinity. Yes, I am the silver lining in the dark cloud. That's me. I'm gonna keep on shining. So I suggest you do the same and
Get up. Yeah.
gotta get up. Get up. Get up. Yeah. I gotta get up. Get up. Get up.
That's a
Get
good
up.
dance number
Get
too.
up.
That's a good dance number. Cause trust me, this room is crowded as fuck, which I gotta get it together. Cause I'm getting ready to bring some of this stuff back to New York. But baby, I would have been all over the
Get
floor
up.
under other conditions.
Yeah.
Under other conditions, I would have been all over the floor. Do you hear me? Oh yeah, I got that beat from South Africa. I would have been all over the floor. You hear me? Yes, honey. I tears it down on that beat. I tears it down on that beat. Baby, I be feeling it when that beat. That's my beat right there, baby. The beat sounds nice. Oh yes. I got a little rock mix one there. Trying to see what I want to give now. And then I got that sunshine and rain. Yeah. It's like life's growing pain. Oh, it's clear to me. Thanks for clarity. Sunshine and rain. Yeah. Life's growing pains. It's clear to me. Thanks for clarity. I try to get mine like T-Bars. I get my life seeing you vibe out to your own music could be. Oh, thank you, 100% pure love. We ain't got time for defeat. We came too far, that's right. Oh, okay. Well, let me go ahead and play that Montero then. That's transsexual Montero, man. Yeah, we're gonna do that one for the last song. I'ma go ahead and do transsexual Montero. I do like 98% though too. Yeah, cause 98%.
In life, there will always be opposition. Those who don't agree. That's why it's called
People ride for my tribe night and day. I am separate but equal. I belong to the people. Yeah, we be the people. We are not the minority. We are the majority. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them divide you. Been playing this game and the score's 98-2. Oh la 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 la. I am separate but equal. I belong to the people. Yeah, we be the people. We are not the minority. We are the majority. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them divide you. Been playing this game and the score's 98-2. Oh la 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 la. This is the important part. May harm the body, but this message will thrive and breathe. May cage my flesh, raise up my frequency as a child of infinity. I'll vibrate until I break the wall, break through the algorithm. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them divide you. Hide the truth from you. Oh, lie, oh, lie. Oh, lie, oh, lie. Oh, yeah, oh, lie, da, da. May harm the body, but this message will thrive and breathe. May cage my flesh, I'll just raise up my frequencies like a child of infinity. I'll vibrate. I'll vibrate. Vibrate, I break the wall. Don't let them lie to you. That's how they hide the truth from you. Oh la, da, da. Separate but equal. I belong to the people. Yeah, we be the people. Purple people. I got an ideal. Hold on, let me see something. I got an idea. Wait, hold on.
Zero helps me take my business anywhere I want.
Let me see something. Okay, let me see if I can let me see if I sent it. I know y'all not putting me through all that. Yeah, why I gotta do all that? Why I can't just watch the link? I think I put it somewhere else though. Yeah, I'm trying to see. This fruit fly getting on my nerves. I won't kill it. I know I shouldn't be killing. Okay. So if I can't get this to play, then I'm just gonna use an instrumental of some other song. But I was trying to see if I could get this version of Down in the City to play. Yeah, so it's not working. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to. I remember at one time you used to didn't have to have a TikTok account. You could just play like, but child, for whatever reason, because I don't have all that set up on my tablet. Like I'm not connected to all of my apps on all of my technology. Cause when I get ready to do my little phase ale, it makes it easier. Like certain things don't be connected, so I know if I'm using certain devices, I won't be able to. I haven't taken the time to connect all my devices like that. So we just gonna do another song. We're gonna do an instrumental. I can work with this. No, I need the slower one. Mm. Mm. Okay, so we're gonna do something original in this moment. And we're gonna create off the cuff. Mother, Father, joy in my soul every day, every night. Oh, I pray to you, Mother and Father. Thank you for the peace that you've given to me, the serenity, the joy when we find it, the prosperity when we need it. Blessings are on the way. The storm and the clouds are gathering over us. But we could already see the rainbow. We could already see the sun coming after the storm. Because we play the whole tape over here, Laylim Layler. Speak to my heart, Mother, Father. Hey. Speak to my heart. Speak to my heart. Never throw it away. You ain't never throw it away, baby. You always got love. You got thousands walking with you. They live in you. They live in your DNA. Every time you take a step, they take one with you. When you go to sleep at night, they're around you, sending energy to you, sending life to you, placing hopes in you. And when they give you a vision that don't align with the dream that you're living in, don't be afraid to dream it. Don't be afraid to think it. Don't be afraid to speak it. Thank you. We are not suppressing. We're not repressing. We're not going to keep depressing ourselves. We're going to be whole. We're going to be whole. We're going to be whole today. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. We're getting warmed up. Mm. Let me light a candle. Here we are, standing before you, ancestors. Humbly we come before you, asking that you never leave our side, and you hear us when we cry at night. Oh, we will speak your name. Just like the sisters, they try to hide. Just like the brothers, they unalive. Oh, we remember you. Oh, just like the sisters, they try to hide. Just like the brothers, they unalive. Just like those siblings, they try to erase. Oh, we remember you, we love you. Visibility, we see you today, and they'll never ever erase you from this place. They'll never, no, no, take you away. You live in me. You live in us. Oh, oh. We're talking about the ancestors that they don't mention during Black History Month. We're talking about that day of the year that they don't acknowledge. The parent that didn't identify as a mother or a father because they saw themselves as whole. We're talking about that guardian in our lives that was our mother and our father, that played both of those roles, that lived and embodied that. That being existed at one time, and they erased that being from our tribes and from our families. And so, just like the brothers that they unalive and they sweep under the rug, just like the sisters that they hide from us when they sex traffic them and they hide their names, just like the trans people that they erased from history, that were a part of our culture always, but they thought it wasn't the right time to talk about them. The ones who were a part of the industry, that they never said their name. Those are the ones that we honor today, and our visibility, our legacy is in honor of you. We love you. We honor you. We celebrate you. We may not know your names. We may not have ever seen your face, but yet you live inside of us. Your light lives on inside of me. And oh, we can feel your energy in the midst of a storm. Everything that the machine tries to throw at us, there's a force that we feel that pulls us up every time we want to lay down and not get back up again. I can feel you holding my hand. I can feel you when I sit up in the bed. Put your hands on my back and push me to my feet. Help me put one foot in front of the other and move on the days that I'm tired. Because we got work to do. We on a mission. We on a mission. We got to make ends meet. But we also got to have a meeting of the heart, a meeting of the minds, a meeting of the souls. And remember how much we can accomplish together. And when someone shows you that they don't celebrate you, don't let that strip you. Just be reminded that that's one less place you got to pour your energy into. But don't let it cause you to pull your energy back from those who are so freely sharing healthy and positive energy with you. Don't allow the misfortunes of others not being able to see you, not being able to love you, not being able to treat you as you deserve to be treated, to cause you to mistreat the ones who show up for you. Send negative energy where it goes and send positive energy where it goes. Let it flow. Don't hold in pain to give it to someone who doesn't deserve it. Sometimes you gotta be folks' karma. So if someone wrongs you and you feel like you need to release, find healthy ways to release. Maybe not respond right there in the moment. Maybe channel that into a story, a painting, a drawing, or maybe just read the hell out of it. Sometimes that's what it's gotta be. But we go send that energy where it's supposed to go.
Around here, it's not a patio, it's a patio. Oh!
We go send that energy where it's supposed to go. Yes, right now we gotta remember who's been showing up for us, who's been there for us, and this is not the time to flake out on the people who've been there for us, the people who've been loyal to us, the people who consistently been showing up for us. This is the time to double down on that loyalty. This is the time to know who deserves your loyalty. This is the time to know who you gonna show up for and who you need to show up for you. We in that season. So build those relationships. And in the meantime, in between time, continue to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, you ain't got nothing for nobody else. So be selfish as you need to when it comes to putting you first. But after you've taken care of you, make sure that you go and love on those who have loved on you. Because at the end, however this play out, if it come time and we gotta make that hoop ride into the celestial plane, baby, you wanna be going with people who you don't mind going with. You know, sometimes we say, if I gotta go, I'm taking a whole bunch of these MFers with me. I'm taking a whole bunch of these BITCHs with me. And the only thing that stops me, I'm not gonna say that I'm above it, cause I'm not above it. I'm not gonna say like I done got to the point to where I'm not above. If I have to, you know, send somebody, to meet their ancestors, I wouldn't want to have to do it, but I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say I'm above it. But when I think about that, I wouldn't want my exit to be me leaving here with a whole bunch of beings that I was at war with. Because I don't want to travel with y'all. I imagine my exit to be with my loved ones, and we opening a portal going to another world that's nothing like this one. So like that's the way I imagine but I'm a Gemini, it could go either way. It could go either way. It could be with me with my loved ones, and we all together, and we using our powers, and we got our powers aimed, and we came together and became one powerful being, and we aiming this light at this portal, and we opening up this portal. Or it could be me swinging a machete and a gat. It could be either or. And it could also be a mixture of the two. Oh my goodness. It could also be a mixture of the two. Oh, we jammy jammy. We're liberating. It's a celebration. We're not a closet. We're the sun. We're the sun that shines through the blinds. Yes, we're the sun that shines through the blinds. We're not talking about the known raccoons. We talking about the silence hidden ones. Amen. They want me. Mm-hmm. That's right. Every storm shall pass. Go where you are appreciated and celebrated. Come on, holy, divine, whole spirit. Future generations need us. This is the season of showing up for you and acknowledging those that reciprocate expeditiously. Mm-hmm. We're not taking no hidden leeches and deceptive entities. Have the ops. Leave the ops where they are. A new world refreshed Tiamat. Amen, a woman. You better say that. I appreciate that. I love y'all. So I'm getting ready to wrap up the live. This was some good energy. Y'all see, you see me. I've been smiling a lot, and I like it when I get in this phase. This how you know I haven't been being sexually active, because it take a minute for me to get like my light is starting to come back. Like I'm not gonna say it ever left me, but it gets brighter the more I get focused on this mission. Um, Come on, TS conversation. Yeah, this was really good. I enjoyed this. And I needed this because today I felt the weight of the visibility. Like I felt a heaviness in the day. It even stormed today. In Georgia, it stormed today. I had to bring the puppies in. A few of them are gone, but it's still like 13 Rottweilers. I had to bring them in. It was crying. Child, I was mama all day. I had to bring them in, put them out, feed them. They was hungry. I had to feed them again, and I just felt the weight. Like the dog, like the puppies was crying all day. People was posting all day. I had this really, really deep but necessary conversation with my daughter. I had another conversation with one of my other daughters who talking about she leaving the country. Yeah, today was a heavy day, and so I wanted to come on here. I wanted to come on here, and I wanted to say something about that starter house and the good TS and the good Mariah. I wanted to come on here and I wanted to say, but I said the ancestors don't want me to do that today. What the fuck is this on this cup? Oh, okay, that's that tea. The ancestor said, don't you do that today. The ancestor said, don't you do that today. This transgender day of visibility, you gonna get on here and you gonna pray. You gonna shut the hell up. And I said, okay, okay. I said I saved that for another day. I'ma be positive today. I ain't gonna spread no hate today. I'ma be positive today. I ain't gonna read today. I'ma zip my lips today. I, I ain't gonna even read the comments. Because if I read the comments, I'ma say some more stuff. The comments gonna be for us today. I ain't go- oh, oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, oh. I ain't gonna be messy today. 'Cause today we took time to pray. No, I won't drag you. Here I am, keeping my mouth shut. Wanna drag a sister, but I'ma let it ride. 'Cause it's visibility day. And baby, I had to get on here and pray. 'Cause it was something else I could have said. But I ain't gonna say it today. I'ma be positive today. So they can use me. I'ma be positive today. So they can use me. And if I was messy today, they would still be using me. but I'ma still be positive today. Okay, it's time for me to like. It's time for me. It's time for me. It's time for me. It's time. Oh, it's time for me to light a candle. Who the candle is lit? Ooh, ooh me, ooh, ooh me, ooh, it, ooh me, it, girl. You know I want to say that last one. You know the CRD. The initials right before 999. That one right before 999. You know I want to say that. You know I want to say that. You know it's woo, let me go. Woo, 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 woo. So the candle is lit. The candle is lit, and we're lighting these candles in honor of the ancestors who have come, the ancestors who are here, and the ancestors who are coming. As we blow out this candle on the physical plane, it grows with intention and purpose on the spiritual plane, preparing us for times that are now. All non whole ones who dare climb the tower make what they take rot and sour. Open now the gates of power. Let this be the time. Let this be the hour. Deception and malevolent spirits breathing our auras. May all of their wickedness consume them entirely and devour. Unblock the sacred primordial energy. Unblock ancient inner chi. Unblock and unlock the billionaire built dams at sea. Restore divine feminine power taken from me, we. Restore powers seized from our ancestry. All non whole ones who dare climb the tower make what they take rot and sour. Open now the gates of power. Let this be the time. Let this be the hour. Deception and malevolent spirits breathing our auras. May all their wickedness consume them entirely and devour. Unblock sacred primordial energy. Unblock ancient energy. Unblock and unlock the billionaire built dams at sea. Restore divine feminine power taken from me, we. Restore powers seized from our ancestry. Amen. A woman, down but a noun that I say cool. It keeps spinning and turning. Yami, Yonko Kalukalo, which means I am a child of God, goddess. And if I am, then you know you are. Bound and round, both circle and square. We too speak life, so operations beware. Sending healing to those in despair, Il Babosawa, which means we come in peace. No harm to any, Lelem Lele. You don't have to be filthy rich to stand on business. I want to give a special thanks to Aaron, who first came up in here with the monkey wrench, getting these girls up out of here. I want to give thanks to 100% Pure Love. I want to give thanks to Anandia. I want to give thanks to you, me. I want to give thanks to all of the people who supported this live by clicking the thumbs up button. You are so appreciated. And I want to give another thanks to Anandia and 100% Pure Love for just contributing so much to the conversation and also helping me to laugh. Like these, because today has been heavy. I needed those laughs. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for making me laugh. Because the live was heavy because it was super spiritual, but the balance was the laughter in the end. So I thank y'all for that. Blessings to y'all. And we are going to be doing some more videos like this because sometimes That's really just what needs to happen. We just need to pray on just a little while longer. Pray on just a little while longer. Pray on just a little while longer. Everything's gonna be alright. Pray on just a little while. Pray on just a little while longer. Pray on just a little while. Everything gonna be all right. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night and take care and be well. Until next time. Whole ones, purple ones, gray ones. We gonna rise. We about to rise up, break it up, wake 'em up, take up space. Been down too long. I love y'all. Good night, babies.